Hello.
How you?
We're doing build a game this time, Construct 2. So this is the second Construct 2 build a game that we're doing. TVGS. So this is a series where we build a game based on suggestions from the audience, essentially. Just so you know, most of the suggestions have come from my sister or my sister claiming not to be my sister.
That's extremely good.
Maybe I should bring in my sister and see if she can make any equally fantastic suggestions.
We should have more siblings on this. I highly recommend bringing in a sibling.
Hey,
right?
John.
We're not talking about it.
So I've been using Construct 2, which is a really great game to, I'm just going to save it. So if you're using Construct 2, if you see a little star next to your project, means that it's not going to, any changes you've made have not been saved yet. But that's just a little aside
I'm
thing.
still seeing the title card.
Oh, shoot. All right. Transition. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. That was kind of a goof on my part. Okay, so we're using Construct 2. And if you're in the audience, you can suggest more stuff. So it's not just my sister. All right. So just to show, we've got two layouts, which layouts for Construct 2 are like levels, essentially. Or if you wanted to have a screen. So right now we have the start screen, which actually doesn't, we haven't set it so that you can start.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we got our dancing planet here, or actually moon.
Dance Evolution.
Dance Evolution.
I haven't seen this game, so it's my reaction.
Yes. All right, so yeah, okay, you really should see the game portion. So essentially what you do is you dance. And we have, what was this again?
Crayfish?
This is a crayfish, but what's the other thing?
Crawfish?
Crawfish.
No.
Do we have to match it to the rainbow?
Yeah, it was a plan. The rainbow is going to be like a marker for where to,
Because the jiggling's even score.
but yeah, right now you can just jiggle and rack up points just by moving enough. And you got your crowd here, you know, cheering you on. And your opponent. All right, so there we go. So this is what we have between myself and my sister.
It's a visually stimulating game. This is what E3 was building up to, this game right here.
Yeah, sure. Oh, goodness. All right. So, all right. First thing I guess I'd like to do actually is maybe set up the button to work, so that it is actually go to game. It should go to game. Okay, so it should work. It wasn't working before, and it's probably going to go to the game level right now if I do this. Okay, why is that taking so long? Just give me a sec. All right, let's do start screen, do this. Okay, oh, you know what it probably is? It does not have an event sheet, so we have to set the event sheet. So the event sheet is essentially, instead of programming, you sort of set up this logic, the logic here in calculation. So just
Also,
a little bit of...
If it's just me, I think the order on the project matters right now. Start game, or start screen is lower than game.
Hmm?
Oh, but you say go to game, so it
Yeah, it
doesn't
just
matter.
goes right to, yeah. All right, so let's try this again. Start dancing. And we start dancing. Okay, good. I just want to make sure we had that set up.
No loading screens, too.
Animations are good.
I made them all myself.
She did.
You can see all the editing. I am not an artist. All right, this is a sea cucumber. That's right. Our friend the sea cucumber. All right, so where to go with this next? So we want to have this set up so that we have the dance moves match. These things match up essentially. So, okay, so there's a few things we gotta do here. We need, need a notepad or something here to kind of, I'm just gonna go with notepad. I got lots of stuff on Notepad++. Okay, so we wanna decide on dances and implement some way to detect detecting if dance moves are correct. I also think we need music. That's a kind of a big deal as well. Actually deciding on dances, that's kind of like level design. That's usually something you can do at the end, right, Taro? That's your style of making games. So decide on dances, that would be like level. So what I guess detecting if dance moves are correct is kind of important. So we want to be able to tell if we're matching up with our shape here.
Right.
So how to do that?
Just check to see the distance away from the two different characters.
The centers? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't have to be all that complex.
Okay. All right. So, I haven't actually done the compare.
There's probably a way to do it via system.
Probably, yeah.
Alright.
Event system next. Compare two values.
Yeah, compare two values. So then the first value is calculating where your player is, using a distance formula,
Right.
comparing the distance between your player and the next step.
Right. All right. So this would be, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And
So
then the
distance.
comparison has to be then less than a certain value.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So first value. But you also want to make sure you're pointed the same way, right? Or do we care about that? Well, we can.
We
First
can
things
put
first.
that as a separate condition.
Okay. All right. First things first. Distance. Okay. I'm tired. That's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to look up distance for. I know this is going to be painfully.
Oh, the distance formula? No,
Yeah.
there's a function called distance.
There's of course there is. Distance, like distance.
There it is.
There it is.
And you just need to feed it two x's and two y values. Now, granted, x1, y1 first.
Okay, x1, y1. All right, so crayfish, and then you can just see you've got. So just to go, since it's supposed to be sort of educational, you can kind of see. I'll do it again, but x, and then y, and then back. So this was sort of hidden here. It was sort of ghostly looking. So cucumber.
I don't think we want the cucumber though, right?
Oh, we don't want the cucumber. No, that would actually be a very. Let's see.
Position.
Position. There we go. I plead tiredness. All right, and then y. Oh, it's so easy. This really does take care of all the guesswork out. All right, so this value. Now I'm thinking you could probably set this like as some kind of variable though. That way you can have different levels of difficulty. So I want to implement that, but
Cool.
I should have implemented that first. But let's see. But for now, we'll just have it be 0, and that'll be like.
That's gonna be really tough.
That's really tough.
That's
yeah.
gonna be really difficult to match pixel perfect.
Yeah. No, well, currently, difficulty. That's right. I want difficulty. Difficulty. Initial value. Let's go with. Oh, yeah, it's good. So, yeah, that's 0. So it have to be right on top of it. Exactly. I don't know how to. I'm curious how difficult that would actually be.
Try it.
And, yeah, just to see. Add action. So, what do we want to do to like add points or something?
Sure.
Yeah, let's add points. Let's do that. That's just a good. Add
The
to.
camera shake.
No, I don't think we need any more cameras or shaking in here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everything else is
Starfish
shaking.
points. Let's go 100. There we go. Done. Then we'll really know that we're perfect here. Okay, let's just see what we get if we line it up. All right. Yeah. Oh wow, it is. Okay, yeah. I can't accidentally hit it. I was thinking I could accidentally hit it, but nope. All right, so that is very tough. Just had to verify. All right.
Well, we
So-
also didn't. I mean, never mind.
Difficulty. Let's see. Let's go with 100 pixels. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that'll at least confirm that it will be working.
Yeah.
Now, before you do that, I know you're not using variable.
Oh, I'm not using the variable. That's right. Well, it didn't matter much with. That's it. Yep. All right. Thanks. All right. All right. Difficulty. Done.
Also,
You
equal
don't-
to is very hard.
Oh, equal to. Yeah. That's. Oh, yeah. That's very exact. Anyway.
You have to be exactly 10 pixels away.
Less than or equal to.
Sounds
Goodness.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. All right. You know what we probably should have it do is like disappear and then
Yeah.
move to another location. Actually, right now we could just have it move to a random location, couldn't we? But
Yeah.
all right. So then we're gonna have position. Let's see what it's destroy. I know I point this out so many times. Here we go. Destroy. All right. Let's test it out and see what it does. So start dancing.
Mm.
Wait. Why didn't it?
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah. Why didn't you? Yeah. I'm not gonna do debug mode just yet. Let me just see what happened here. Start dancing. Well, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. Where is that 5,000 coming from?
That
Is it already within 100?
might be. We can try moving it away and seeing. I don't know if it's that. Hundreds. Not. I mean, yeah. Let's see. Okay, if I start there, 0. Okay, let me just double check. It's on the start screen. Start dancing. Wow. Why is it starting with points? Where's that coming from? Okay, QA. Let's see. So probably we have crawfish points. Why are they? They're incrementing.
Yeah.
Go to your sprite event sheet and see if where the numbers are being increased.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't think it was.
Oh yeah, I think it's this. Because it's incrementing by hundreds. So
Mhm.
what you need to do is you need to actually check what level you're actually in.
Yeah, yeah. So I need to add another condition. And system. Um,
There's something that says like is in layout or something.
Is it? It's a preview or a platform now.
complete. Okay, so layers and layout.
You can also try compare variable, although I would assume it's part of there is a layout
Mhm.
comparison thing.
There should be some kind of
Right.
layout.
You can also do a like is playing variable or something.
Is
Like
what?
like is playing, like when the game's playing.
Oh, the thing is, I think it's is playing if it's started. So.
Or like, well, like I meant like a custom variable you make where
Mhm.
it's off until you hit like, play game or whatever.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, rather than, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Okay, cancel. That's new global variable.
So this thing here is because it's ticking during the main menu sync. Huh?
Yeah, that's not right. We don't want that to have. All right, add action. And we have our variable.
So normally, would you give like the main menu a different event sheet to kind of?
Sometimes you can do that. That might be a good way of doing it. Actually, you might. You know, maybe we just add a new event sheet. That might be a much simpler way of doing it.
I don't know how many events. Is there a limit on event sheets or what?
I don't remember there being a limit on event sheets. There might be, but I don't think it's that bad on Construct 2. Construct 3 is a little bit more limited. So, all right, add event sheet. Here we go. And what I'm going to do is just take the unbutton clicked thing, cut,
Nice.
paste.
Yeah.
Now, I just copied and pasted, but and honestly, that's given me a lot of work. I work in QA, by the way, so the number of times I've had copy and paste issues. So be careful when copying and pasting if you're a developer.
Yeah.
I say looking at the developers in the room. But unless you've got good QA, you know, they'll catch your stuff. But okay, so that right, and then I have to just say, okay, instead of event sheet 1, we're going to go with event sheet 2. There we go. Now it should behave. Start dancing. Yeah, here we go. Boom.
All right.
What? Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I was like, wait, it's incrementing. It's a post increment because we're still having an increment. So, great. Okay, so you want, I think having you move around and get points that way is good, but then to follow a particular dance is probably good too.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Like, better. Like, it gives you more points. Because you want to do better than your little cucumber friend, and all you can do is bounce back and forth.
So now that I'm thinking that, is it, for people who work in Unity, is it okay to think of event sheets as kind of like classes? Or like here, this event sheet, like can I make an event sheet for every, like I would for classes in Unity? Like here's a player movement, and then just make an event sheet for that?
Not really.
No, you have to do it by layout. You can only have one.
It's generally easier with layout, just like by layout, because I mean, especially in Construct, like everything, like objects are kind of just like part of the layout. Like the layout technically is like your game object, and then there's just elements within it.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Is she in the stream?
I'm streaming the stream. Yeah, I was curious about. Oh, Jamie's on.
Yes, he
Hey,
is.
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Oh, you can pop out the chat if you wanted to see the. Is there like a button to do that?
Yeah. Not looking at
Okay.
chat.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's some. boo-boos.
I don't have a lot of space on my screen right now, so popping on the chat. I'd like to, but yeah. All right. Okay, so let's randomly spawn an object after. Yeah. Add action, system. All right. Create object. Next. So we're going to create a position marker. Okay. Layer. Everything's on layer 0 right now, I think. And then we'll just do random. Random came up. Why am I like
This dream
logician.
said hi.
Logician. Dream logician.
Say hey, buddies.
Hey, Jamie. Okay. So, right, it's like what, 0. This is window width, right? Or am I? No, it's 1. Width. Of course, we don't necessarily want it to be that, but we can adjust it.
Yeah.
0 window height.
Right, yeah. There's other things too. Maybe it'll just spawn right where it disappeared to.
It could potentially happen, I guess. All right. Let's just see how that
Make sure it
works.
works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
That's
wait
the
a
worst.
minute. Not so good. No.
Then you can never get it.
Oh.
Game breaking.
Okay, so I guess we have to. And we probably don't want it to. So let's divide that by 2. The width by. Goodness. All right. Oh, I'm getting a phone call from another one of my sisters.
Everyone's on the chat now.
Oh, fabulous. tell her to tell tell Cinda that I am streaming right now.
Cinda?
Cinda. Yeah.
S-I-N-D-A?
C-I-N-D-A. She just tried to call me, so. Oh, okay. Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
Oh, she said she got ice cream and ignored Cinda's call too.
Oh dear, we now have video evidence of ignoring sick sister. Did I do this wrong? Because it's like jumping off the screen. Where's it going? Seriously?
Does it use the whole canvas?
No,
Like,
I
it's
just
not
the
even-
window. It should be the window, right? Or am I missing something? Any thoughts on this on the chat?
Well, what was
Wait,
the
go back.
parameters again?
Window divided by 2.
Oh, yeah, random.
Mm-hmm.
window.
Random window width divided by 2. Random x window height. And then bring up the actual sprite.
Okay. Oh, it might be a height of the sprite. kind of?
No, I'm thinking the origin of the sprite might be incorrect.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, I don't know. I'm having trouble. Position. It's right there in the. All right. Where's the origin?
No, it's right there in
In the middle.
smack dab in the center.
Has anybody played Vibe Ribbon?
I have not, but I do know about the game.
Is that
Oh,
the-
you know about it.
Is that the like rhythm game?
That is the rhythmic game where you pop the game into PlayStation.
It just loads
Then
it
you-
right into RAM.
Then you pop the game out. Then you stick in an actual music disc CD, and then the game. So as John says, the entire game is really small, so that it just is loaded into the system's RAM, and then running the application from the
Okay,
RAM,
you know
or
what
running
I
the
do?
game from the RAM.
Debug
It
mode.
plays the music and creates a level track out of that.
PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So this is like 2 megabytes?
Yeah.
Okay, that one. There.
Better.
I didn't change anything, so it's still possible to create
Oh,
that.
so it's just randomly.
Just randomly
acting better.
act. Yeah, that's randomness for you.
I mean, it looks fun now. You just need to check to see whether you're facing the right direction or not,
Yeah, I
and
think-
also add randomness to the direction of the position.
Yeah, that would be probably a good idea too.
It's always in that little left side though.
Yeah, it does.
Right. No, that makes sense because you did say with half, so that means that it's only going to show up at most in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could probably extend it out to the more out here, probably, so you're not.
It sounds to me like you just need to add a margin.
Yep, I think a margin would be a good idea, definitely.
Mm.
So we'll add some margins to it. All right, that's easy enough.
Yeah.
It would disappear completely. I was just trying to I was hoping to like get it to. All right. All right. How big is our position friend here? Actually, is there a way to like? All right, cancel. Let's try this again. Position. Width? Yeah. do width? Position, not, was that position dot width?
Yeah.
Or I want the size. The object's, yeah, it's an object's width, okay. Divided by 2. And then, alright, oh wait, because it's called the position. I'm getting, the names are confusing me.
You're
Great.
doing fine.
I'm sure I am. I'm just goofing a lot here, so I'm like trying not to. Oh, okay. Where'd it go? Of course, it doesn't do it in debug mode when I'm actually trying to track it.
Right.
Okay. Where are you going? Go, leave, do the thing, do the bug, please. This is my job here. Oh goodness. Oh, it's not as random as I would have thought. Yeah, I'll switch. I'll flip it around once I figure out why it disappears. Okay, seriously? How would it not be disappearing? There must be some difference here that's playing into it.
One plausible idea is that the random number generator just keeps placing it on top of the crayfish for a really long time, but that really doesn't, like, you're seeing that right now and it doesn't really explain it.
No, it just completely disappears from the window. So yeah, I do QA, but I don't actually QA games. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Not too significantly, but there are differences.
Yeah, some different approaches to things.
Right.
All right, yeah, I am just gonna. Maybe I'll just have to figure out this bug later.
Yeah, it's good enough.
I could do that for hours, honestly, because that's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, usually it doesn't take me hours to find a bug like that.
But it takes a beautiful soul.
Thanks, Tara.
Backflow says give it a different seed. Does that make sense?
Give it be the random.
Seed value is what you give, what you give to a randomness algorithm.
Right. Okay, I'm not sure how the randomness. Yeah, I think it's behaving differently in debug mode, which is frustrating. I'll figure something out.
Right.
But let's flip.
That's
see.
That's certainly not something I have never heard of happening before, right, John?
I'm sure that's never happened to you. Yeah, I'm
no,
sure.
it definitely has never happened to me before.
All right, so I'm trying to figure what's the best way to do that to flip this. We probably want to. I'm thinking global variable is probably the easiest way to do it. So, marker, orientation. Okay, and it'll basically be a Boolean.
Yeah, Boolean.
I'm trying to think. Do we want it to just flip in different directions, or do we want that part to be random?
I think that part can be random too. I mean, there can be some decent challenge. Like you have to go all the way to the right,
right.
But like you need to be facing towards the left direction.
Okay.
It's gonna be silly.
Yeah, it is already silly. We have a crayfish having a dance off with a sea cucumber.
Right.
We're Is the best way to do this random? The 0, 1? 0, 1? No, 0, 1. Helps if I do it in the right order. Let's see. And that's not actually going to change anything. So, variable.
Is it 0, 1? Check the random documentation.
Oh, okay, sure. random. Should I go to help?
Yeah.
I actually have not gone to help for. Usually I Google it.
It might be 02.
0 to. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, we could just. put
Yeah, help on
random-
expressions.
Oh, help on oh, right. It's like right there. I look at this all the time. You think I'd, okay.
So it does say
Random.
random in there, so we should be able to search for and find random as an option.
Yeah. Random.
No, that's
Oh,
a bad
this is-
side behavior. System expressions.
System expressions, yes. Okay.
And then control F random.
Yeah, yeah. Choose. Choose.
Yeah, it's not one
Oh, but choose would work, wouldn't it? It'd be 0. 0,
Yeah, choose would work.
1. Okay, let's do that
This
then.
also works for strings.
You could just random. Okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll go with that. Choose. Zero, 1, right?
Yeah, that should work.
Okay, that. Okay, and then at event, if compare variable marker orientation is equal, how do we do this? I could just have it change if it's 0. Do
Sure.
I want that? But
Yeah,
it might
that's fine.
continually change. That's not good.
That's
Never mind.
not, I don't suspect that'll happen. That should fine.
I think it will. At least the way I'm thinking of implementing this. So I think I might have
Oh,
to.
there's a way to like dock that value. So hit cancel real quick, and then you can move the whole 7 block to be a child of 6.
I'm not. What good would that do? What I'm just going to do is have it flip the image if it's one orientation, and flip it in the other direction if it's another.
What good that will do is that it will only run when the condition is met.
We want this to keep jumping around, though. This is the distance.
The marker orientation always switches every time, every update.
I don't know if that it will necessarily. It will choose randomly, so we're kind of flipping a coin each time. So I think what we want to do is add.
Well, what's going to happen with this is, I'm sorry, I may have misguided you, and I
Okay.
apologize for that. Well, what I suspect is going to happen with this is that, I don't mean to
No.
explain too much, but if the marker orientation is set to 0 based off of distance action, then this line right here, system marker orientation equals 0, will run every tick.
Okay.
Because it's the rootmost event, and every
Yeah.
rootmost event runs practically every tick.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to set up something so that if it's one value, it's one direction. If it's another value, it just flips it.
Okay, so
that's all I'm doing.
So okay,
So I think that I don't know if this is the most elegant way of doing it, but I'm thinking I can just set flipped have one for 0 and one for 1 and have it set flipped and set flipped or unflipped based on 0 or 1.
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh wait, cancel. Flip them.
I did. I'm sorry.
No. You were probably. I was not. I was just thinking a very simple way of handling this. Sort of. So 0, it'll be flipped. At event. Oh, actually, cancel. I don't actually need to copy and paste. Very
Jimmy provided a suggestion about there's a bound to layout thing that you can do, so you could
Oh.
ensure that it's always on the layout when you spawn it randomly.
Oh, the position.
Does that
Yeah,
work
that's
for
a good
spawning?
point.
I didn't know that would work. Well,
That
let's-
should work for spawning. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
let's do it then. That would actually. Thanks, Jamie. That's a good point. I didn't realize it would work for.
You can also
spawning.
drag the position.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a behavior you should probably not want in there.
Oh, dragon. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I did that. Oh, it's like a copy. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Don't hide
we're
it.
gonna.
The
Yeah.
behaviors.
Just hide it. It's a.
Just make it. I've actually not played with a lot of this stuff, so let's see. Yeah, I gotta go in and just delete it. That's a good point. Yep. Okay.
You let us astray, Jamie. This is all your fault.
Oh no!
Well, that's one orientation you'll never get.
That does not seem to have worked.
No, you're right.
Oh,
It's
wait.
way down there.
What?
It's bound
Oh.
to layout though.
It's bound to layout, which is not the same as bound to window. Now, what we need to do
Then
is
it's
bound
just-
it. We need the layout to be smaller. We need
Yeah.
the layout to be. Okay.
Holy crud, that explains everything. Remember all that disappearing crab moments?
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about crabs.
Crawfish!
Is it crawfish or crayfish or.
Okay. So what I need to do is. Okay. Where?
I'm just wildly entertained.
Fantastic. All right. So we want the layout size. Okay. This is the layout size. How do I find the? Good grief.
The window size, hit the project, new project.
Okay, that's an overall project level. Okay, so it's 854, okay, 854, 480.
You can just copy that.
It's
Can I just copy? Oh yeah, I can copy the whole. Good grief.
it's a screen resolution or a phone resolution.
Okay, game. So, game, let's have it. Of course. All right, so maybe?
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. And we still have we're the wrong way. Why
It looks good.
usually we have objects they'll flip along the
There's
Yes,
flip and then there's mirrored. So you might be looking
oh,
for
it's mirrored. Okay, yeah. Now I back mirrored. That's the one. They're practically the same thing. Oh, back. Okay. Mirrored. Set mirrored. Next. All right. Not mirrored. Done. All right. There we go.
Done. Perfect.
Does appear to be.
Now
So we just need to add a condition to make sure that you're facing the right direction and it's all good.
Yeah.
That'll be a little difficult the way the thing
Well,
moves.
you
but-
have the last X.
Well, yeah, we just need to compare the mirror state for both of the.
Yeah.
We can do that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's true. That seems like something that should be very. Sorry, I'm having a little fun chasing my rainbow position marker here. Okay. Yeah, this is not actually that difficult to do. Okay, and then we'll just add another condition. And then,
I think we do have to do system as well.
yeah, I think it's compare two values.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this should be, yeah, crayfish, let's see, mirrored?
Weird.
This is, let's see what we've got here.
This might be a bit complex.
Does appear
Yeah,
to
try
be.
going back. If that's not an option.
Really
Well,
nice.
technically, when you set something to mirrored, it scales in a negative direction.
Well, can't
Oh.
you like just change mirrored to a boolean and then just compare it to that? Like if it's mirrored, it's false. If it's not mirrored, it's true.
Oh,
And then
we
just
could,
compare.
I mean,
Send
we've
your
got,
own.
we've got the marker orientation. We can set the,
Because
we
if they
have,
both start in the same direction, then
we also,
it's not compared.
let's see.
I might be wrong. I believe when you set something to mirrored, it actually flips the physical scale so that you can check the x-axis of the scale of that character.
Can we
and
see that in like I mean, this should be something we can check, right?
Yeah, we should be.
All right, so we got our crawfish. Oh, come on, open up. Okay. All right, width
so
is
width.
negative. There we go. And we go, aha, yeah, good point. There we go.
So that's how we can do the comparison. We just check to see whether,
It's positive or negative, right?
Cool.
yeah, we can try subtracting the two and see if it gives a 0 or not. If it gives a 0, then they're not facing the right direction.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So add.
That's assuming they're both the same size, of course. If we do change the size of
That's
the
true.
position, then
So
that's
is there a
all.
way to check the sign? So.
Well, I guess
The-
you could always just be setting it, right? If it's less than 0, set it to this.
Technically, it's possible to embed conditions, so
Mhm.
that might be the way to go. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
if that's a situation, but I don't have a good idea as of right
Yeah.
now. Like one idea that I had was you embed two conditions, one which checks to see whether both are mirrored, and then add an OR block, and then say check to see if
Oh,
both are
they're
not
always
mirrored.
going to have the same width. It'll just be in the opposite direction, right?
Right. So originally I proposed that we can add two width values together.
Right.
Let's see if it equals 0, or if it
Yeah.
doesn't equal, as it may be. 0.
I think, yeah, we can do that. I think that should be doable. We just,
That's the quick programmer hacky way of
no,
doing
that makes
things.
sense. So, compare two values. I mean, if they're equal to each other, right?
Well, because one would be negative, right? So
Yeah, but if we equal the negative.
Oh yes, that's true too. You can just compare the two.
Yeah, just directly compare them and then, okay, so we'll just be like width
Do it. There we go.
is equal to position width. And yeah, so it's, yeah, there we go. And we do equal, exactly equal. They should not change.
Right.
Magnitude. So we should be fine. So I'm going to try to flip him. Oh, I'm going to try to flip it so it's going the wrong way.
okay.
Then flip it. Oh, flip. Oh, this is very,
This is awkward.
it's not really working very well. Why are
Let's
you
try bringing up the debugger and see what's going on.
Yeah. Let's see.
It may be a floating value issue.
Yeah. A what value issue?
A floating value evaluation.
Okay.
But I'll go over that in detail later. Let's
Okay.
see what the crawfish
Okay, we
says.
have, so they should be similar, and what is the distance between them actually? Do we have a distance?
So it says -234.5.
That's for, yeah, that's for the crawfish,
And then the
not the
X.
cucumber. We need the, wait,
Position.
position, oh, right, position. Maybe I need a different name for that, because I keep looking at
And
getting
then, yep,
confused.
it's a floating value issue. What does it say?
Oh.
-253 whatever.
Ugh. So it's just shifted a little bit.
So what we can do then is we can subtract the two values.
And then it'd be less than a certain,
Yeah,
Or-
less than a certain value. Because that value can be negative, we'll need to
absolute value, yep, okay.
So absolute, the difference between the two widths.
Okay, so
And
I
then
guess,
see if it's actually greater than, if memory serves correct, greater than a certain value.
greater than or greater than or equal to. So you can never do anything directly.
Right.
Foolish. Humans. All right. So what?
Let's
So
say
great.
20.
20.
And then don't forget the math absolute, or the
Oh
absolute
yes, the
part.
absolute value. Good point. Absolute. There we go. Okay.
So 20 is an incredibly arbitrary number, but yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. But
we did say greater than.
it seems like we have to face the opposite.
Yeah, it looks like. So it might be the other direction. We need to make that negative.
Okay.
Or excuse me, we need to flip the condition to less than instead.
Less than. Okay. Yeah, it does seem to not work until you flip the. Well, sometimes you just test these things out.
Alright.
All right. Less than or equal to. Done. Let's do this. Let's see. There seems to be working more the way we expected to. Good. Okay. Here we have our. It's like I'm chasing this thing around.
We should add particle effects.
You know, like bubbles or something.
At the location where the position is at, yeah, we should spawn a one-time particle effect saying, "Yay, bubbles."
Okay, particle effects. I haven't done too much with particle effects. Actually, the last time I tried using them, it was one Moon Dare game where I was out of power, and it was not my best game. But okay, let's particle effects.
The only reason why is because I feel like a lot of people are going to be asking the question of why did the rainbow thing disappear, and so by even adding just a visual effect saying, hey, this is the reason why it disappeared.
Yeah.
Particle effects does an excellent job of at least convincing the player that, oh, this is the reason, even though it really doesn't explain anything.
So you're like, why is this not showing up?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Why are you not working?
Oh, is there alpha set to 0?
Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, right. We're doing something with. Okay, that's not actually a thing right there. Okay. And that's really. I would have thought that would be a bit. So be like, yay.
Yeah.
Yay, particle effect. How is this going to look? All right, let's see what happens.
Anything can happen.
Yep. Including it disappearing. Okay, come on back. Okay, yep, yay. All right. All right, so let's have, when this happens, yeah. So it needs to, how do you, okay. Initial particle properties. Gosh, how do I do this? I've only done particle effects once.
Oh no, well go back to your particle effect that you created.
Okay.
Make sure that's in your layout first, somewhere off screen.
Oh right, you have to have it somewhere on the screen. That's right.
Off screen that is, but yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in the world. It has to exist in the world outside of the physical.
Yeah, and the way I was thinking of it was, first off, we should set the angle to like all 360 direction. So there should be a property to let you do that somewhere. Initial particle properties, opacity, grow rate, extrandizer. Oh, spray cone. Spray cone, it says 60 degrees right now. It's at the very top.
Oh, okay. Oh, spray cone. Okay, so
we just need to switch that to
360.
360.
Okay.
Type, and it says continuous spray. We changed that to one time.
Okay, one shot. Cool.
Let's click up that, and I think in here somewhere, scroll down.
Yep.
Image, whatever, bar. Yeah, click on help. There's one thing I want to verify. Oh wait, never mind. It's right there.
Oh, what is it?
Destroy mode.
Oh, destroy mode. Fade to invisible.
Timeout expired. Particles dropped. Yeah, fade to invisible sounds
I
fine.
like that. Yeah, I saw
That looks right to me. All right, cool.
All right, so we just need to have it spawn, right? Is it
Right, and
spawning
that should
like...
take care of the job.
Okay. Or is it spawn object?
Go back.
Back, yep.
Just click on position.
Position?
Yep.
Oh, position will spawn the particle effect. Oh, right, okay. Right. I've been moving away from doing that.
It's been a while, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, so we'll have it.
Yeah, those look right.
Yeah.
You just need to actually click on them.
I actually need to tell it the position because computers.
No, you don't spawn position.
No, don't spawn position, spawn particles. Right. Done. Alright, let's see what happens.
Oh.
That's
not quite what I had in mind.
Lots of yays.
How about...
You can kind of see that they're yays, though.
Right. I think it's an order of operation. You move the position first, so now you just have to spawn the particles before moving the position.
Alrighty. So...
Oh, before destroying it, too.
Yeah, I would imagine that would help.
Yeah.
It's not going to know where to go. Okay, so spawn yay yay particles. Do we like the yay particles?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not sure. I might want a little less density in there.
I mean, it's your game, so I'm not gonna fight against it. It's probably the rate.
Yeah, the rate would probably let's do. I'll do 30 instead. Let's see what it looks like. Yay.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. But I don't know. So it's spawning where I think it's spawning just before it's destroyed.
Right.
We could have it pause, I guess, for us a moment.
That will be... You can also spawn it where the player is as well.
That's true.
Which may actually at this point make more sense.
I don't know if it makes much of a difference at this point. I mean, it does tell you where you've hit it, though. There's some places where you're hit one right after the other. And okay. Well, we've got something of an action going on here. It jumps. I do feel like it might make a little more sense if it just paused, just ever so slightly. Okay. So, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. What am I doing here? Okay, here we go. All right. So, can we add a pause?
Yes, there's a system wait.
Yeah. Or wait. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Does it tell you how? Okay, it waits for a second. I don't know. A second might be a really long time.
Yeah.
So.
No. It's usually like I like to put it like a quarter of a second.
Okay, that's okay. We can tweak it.
You need to make sure.
Oh, it's actually in the right place.
End.
Yeah, that might help. Yep. Okay, so spawn. Wait, yes. Wait, then destroy, and then.
I'm hoping this works.
Well, we'll see.
If not, it might be more complex.
Yeah. Well, we might just need to change the order. I'm not sure if the order is quite. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So what's happening is that remember how this condition checks every tick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Therein lies our problem in that it waited, then it queued up all that destroy and position commands.
Okay.
So what we'll need to do is we'll need to add yet another global variable.
Oh, we will?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was going to see what happens if I just do this. Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it seems to be working. All right, no, not the position. Yeah, this is kind of more what I was thinking. So you actually have some kind of pause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this works.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then we can have a little positive, hey, you hit the right point sound if we.
Yeah. I like this.
All right. So.
Truly, the next evolution of BDR.
Clearly. Yes. This is what happens when the Edgington Giordano sisters make a game together.
Speaking of Edgington Giordano sisters, what sort of new request did they add in?
Yeah. There should only be one on the chat. If there's more. Not that I'll
So I have not done a dramatic reading yet. There's
Okay.
been a Vib ribbon. Should we start the dramatic reading starting at timestamp of 8:40?
Timestamps.
Ooh.
Jamie, so Dream Magician. So just any random point on screen, but where the position object is still entirely on screen. Yeah, cool. Now we're deciding how to flip position, says Greg. So it's sometimes you have to match it going right or match it to the left. Dream Magician. It's not necessary if you get the parameters right for random, but if you're struggling to find out one behavior that can help out is bounce layout. That will automatically constrain the object to the screen boundaries. Correct. So spawn it when it find it? Yeah. Jamie. Yeah. So I suspect that would work. Then you can use random screen width and let the behavior handle the constraint of keeping on screen. Nice. You can make it the layout with the window size. Yeah, you got it. Success. Love the rainbow crawfish, says Jamie. Nephron Hunter. When did this become a math class? Dream Logician. Turns out dancing is mostly math. 90% math, 10% crayfish. Nephron Hunter. With a decent roaks, that would make a great mix. Taco Pill. I am now remembering a STV episode where the Dr. EMH introduces music to a culture. Said culture immediately observed the mathematical qualities of music before emotional. Game of the Year 2018.
What? That's Gotti, 2018.
Game of the Year.
We didn't write Game of the Year.
So here we go. Now I feel like we might want to not have it go. We want to keep in front of these people, I think, too. We probably should do something about the Z value or something.
We can just add another background layer now.
Yeah, true. We could do a background.
I mean,
layer.
like, throw them in the background layer.
Throw them into the back. I'm trying to remember why is this moving because of sign behavior? So I can just have them be in the background layer. Yeah. Alrighty. So we'll just have everybody. Everybody's going to be in the background. You are not main characters. Sorry. Our sea creatures are the main characters.
Oh, Nephron Hunter corrected me. The proper pronunciation for "ruh" is "ruh," even though it's spelled like "rokes."
Wait a minute. Why are you not in? Oh.
Of course, it's French.
Oh yes, Nephron Hunter in French.
Taco Pill. Goat Simulator. Eat your heart out. Nephron Hunter. Heathens don't know what "ruh" is.
You should just keep calling it Rux.
Dream Magician. GOTTI 2018.
Game of the.
Okay, now it's much better, much better. Everything's in front of.
Nice. We could probably add shadows onto those figures. No, don't actually do that.
Don't add shadows. What? It looks like they're floating in space, though. It does look a little detached, but you know it's fine. So yeah, gonna outdance our little sea cucumber friend here.
Nephron Hunter says you're not pronouncing it the right way either.
Rocks.
It said R-U.
Well, it's the phonetic U. Here, we'll just have. I'll put my see if we can hear it.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so that's that. I feel like this game is definitely in need of music at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're.
Yeah. Roo.
Oh, it's ooh. Yeah, like goose and food, so it's roo.
Okay, I'm gonna save this game. Alrighty. Now, oh, did I close the? Yeah, I did. All right, so let's try to find music. So, Juke Deck. I should be logged in. I was logged in just now. All right.
Nephron Hunter, please do not call Frederika during a live stream to explain the pronunciation of Rumi.
Okay, yeah. All right, so.
My sister will not do this.
I'm just taking it around.
Oh, goodness. All right. So what kind of music do we want for our... Oh, they've got more stuff now, it looks like.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so I'm thinking...
We got floor dance. Or pop dance, excuse me.
Yep. We could do pop dance.
Yeah.
It only has tropical mood, though. Well,
I mean, it's Latin.
Oh, are these all free music choices?
well, this is a maker. It generates, automatically
okay.
generates music. So yes, Juke.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can use it. You just have to attribute it to Juke Deck.
Cool.
So let's see. I don't know. We could do J-pop. No, I think pop dance makes sense. We can just click create track. Do we have any thoughts on how long it should be?
Yeah.
Well, what's the win condition? I think that would help us.
The win condition is it's a score attack game.
Yeah, we could probably.
So it goes forever. So we want music that'll loop and be long?
I don't know if this can be set
No,
to be looping, but we probably can be like, oh, you've gotten the points, so many points or whatever, or maybe you stop moving or something.
Also, we can think really hard about what the objective of the game should be, but remember, every game doesn't really need to have an objective.
Sure. I was just thinking of duration. If we knew how long the average play session we're thinking of, then we don't have to we can match the music to it.
I think, I'm debating on 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm thinking like 1 minute might be better.
1 minute?
Yeah.
Well, we can try. Let's see.
And I also like climax, so.
Put it at a minute 1. Okay.
Okay, let's create track and see. We might not even necessarily want the track that gets created, though.
I mean, it'll even give us a title, right?
Yep, it automatically generates a title as well. I think it's also generally available on Juke Deck as well, so it's not like, you get exclusive rights to it or anything, but it's better. In some ways, it has a benefit over Kevin MacLeod's stuff, because Kevin MacLeod's stuff is all over YouTube.
Right. Incidentally, I will be having a lesson night next Wednesday on taking GarageBand for iOS, for this upcoming Wednesday, by the way.
Yep.
It'll be up on YouTube eventually, but it's going to be a simple demonstration of how to take your iPad or iPhone and turn it into a music generation. It's also
like a
free.
drum and hit it against things. Yeah, like the iPad.
You're trying too hard, Greg.
Yeah.
It's just taking a really long time. It doesn't normally take this long.
Yeah, it really has to think about this pop song.
Yeah, it's like really. Maybe we should not have shortened it. Of course, we could have a sequence of songs.
True.
We could just add a bunch of, pop dance songs.
Yeah, I mean, is this longer than usual? Maybe it's.
Yeah, this is
you just
long.
reloaded or something.
Yeah, possibly. I can try that. See what's going on. Oh, it just disappeared.
It's not because you have too many tracks, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think there's a limit. It would have told me, I think.
Yeah, I would assume it told you too.
Yeah. Let's try creating a track, and maybe it just doesn't like. Okay, let's keep it to 130 then. Maybe it's just. We'll just let it do its thing. And then we can add some sound effects too. So yeah, it's a little quicker to do this than Unreal, I guess.
So where would you get sound? Where would you go for sound effects? I guess while this
we
is
were
loaded.
discussing that earlier. There was there's BFXR, and then there's chip tone.
Yes.
Chip tone, which I was out there late earlier. So this is really weird. Maybe they're having issues with their servers or something. I mean, it's Friday night. Maybe they don't expect many people to be randomly generating music.
Well, we can be listening to other music in the meantime. Just hitting the, oh no, you can just hit the play button next to each of those tracks with time.
Right. Oh yeah, true enough. It's a little too mellow.
J-pop.
Yeah, so anyway, that's
Yeah, these are just some examples that Juke Deck generates.
yeah. Well, I think I may have generated these at some point.
Bouncy.
What?
That's a bouncy thing.
Yeah. This wouldn't be bad. It just it's.
Nifon says we're all on an elevator together. Nifon says we're all on the elevator together. Jamie also has a list of music making software, which I'm sure he's linked a million places. I don't know any of them.
Okay,
Where-
Gorilla Comfort.
What is Open Game Art Prize? More familiar?
Ooh, I like this.
That works.
It's on the moon.
I don't know. I kind of imagine it'd be a little more. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh.
It's struggling.
Yeah, something's not working. Yeah, I just. I'm trying to also make sure Duke Deck lets you use it. Like, there's no issues with like copyright or anything. So as long as you're like, it's Duke Deck, and since I've said it's Duke Deck so many times on here, I think we're covered.
And Jamie linked some for audio creation tools
Oh, cool.
in the chat.
Cool.
Seems to be a list of some sort.
I brought Ethernet just in
It's
case.
got like empty spaces in it, like in the music. It just sort of like broken. It's so weird. I've
Yeah,
never
that
seen
is
that
weird.
before. All right, I'm gonna try creating another one and seeing what happens. Maybe.
Here's one end of the Ethernet cord.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I just, I also Discorded you Jamie's list of music.
Oh, cool.
Oh, do you not want me to share it in the chat?
Oh, you could, I guess.
I didn't know. He said Twitch won't let me share it, but I see it.
Yeah, it's.
Is that just because I'm a mod? Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we're all mods, so I think.
I'm just
Yeah, I
gonna
think
share it.
mods,
Is there.
mods can do it. Yeah. Do we know the rules about using these particular tools? I don't have Discord open. Let me see Discord.
You guys shared in the chat too if you don't want to show Discord.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have Twitch open because I. Oh, it won't be there because I don't have Twitch open. Alrighty. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. You know what?
Here's Twitch. I would close out Discord. You don't want to.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
don't have the problem is if you reopen it, the chat disappears. So.
I'll post
Wow, it's almost like we want to watch this ad right here.
Yeah.
Fortnite on Switch. I downloaded that for some reason. It's like a.
For some reason, huh?
Maybe we should choose J-pop after all.
Let's try J-pop. Uplifting J-pop. Let's do it.
Lack of climax.
Lack.
It's okay. You're already generating it.
Yep, it's already being generated. And I just won't go to any other pages because I'm wondering if it was about that time I was going to other pages and that's why it freaked out. So I don't know.
Is this like, does it generate music for you, or is it like?
It does. It does like actually generate the music. So.
That's interesting.
Yep. So it's creating a brand new piece of music.
There was like that app, Diddy. I don't know if that's still around. It's probably still around. It's like one where it's like you just make like a music meme basically. And it was very good for a while. I kind of remember. I'm trying to remember because I think the only other time I've like used this website, I do remember waiting for the one thing to load for it.
Does Construct have like forums or something where like people have shared their assets that you can use in your own projects?
They do have like tutorials and stuff, and people do share that sort of information. You can like download stuff there, but I don't know how much music or whether or not. Usually, it's associated. As far as I'm familiar with it, with like the tutorials. Yeah. If I knew how to write music, it would be a lot easier to use these tools, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
This is handy stuff, though. I'm looking at it on my phone. Oh, here we go.
The links there?
Yeah. Okay. I think this works.
That works. That works. Good.
Let's just make sure it all looks like it's all there.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
We did it, Nephron Hunter.
What? Download for free and give credit. Yep. Yep. Music from Juke Deck. Yes, we will use this. Why? I can always pull that again. Oh, it's not like it's. Alright, desktop save.
The lack of climax. I'm gonna be annoyed about that, don't worry.
Oh, sorry.
No. I meant don't worry, more like I'm just a jerk. Don't listen to what I have to say.
Well, let's just continue to listen to it.
Right.
So we're gonna have sea creatures doing a dance off to procedurally generated J-pop.
The people dancing should have glow sticks.
Yes, we can do that.
If you're ambitious, you have them randomly colored glow sticks. Or no, maybe like if there's like a glowing effect, maybe that's like.
Is it possible to download this as an OGG, by the way?
Wait. Oh, it started.
Does it matter that much?
It kind of does because depending on the browser, it cannot run MP3s.
Yeah, we're gonna need
Really?
Audacity, which I opened up. Well, we could try seeing if it works. We can just try loading it and see if it works. I think. Try to remember. No, that's not the. Wait, where'd you go? You're supposed to be. I thought I saved you in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't like MP3. Here we go. Okay, cannot convert to OGG. Okay, cancel. So what we'll do is we'll convert it.
Yeah, I see.
Yep. All right. Not okay. And MP3. There we go. So I don't show everything that's on my desktop. All right. So I wonder if this actually messes up the audio at all. Like
well, I mean, it's decrypting then re-encrypting it. So yes, the OGG will inevitably sound worse.
Okay.
There's not much you can do about that.
Okay.
If you downloaded it as a WAV file or as a FLAC file, then you could have exported that to MP3 and OGG with much better quality. But yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do, honestly.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay. No, it's MP3. Wait, didn't I thought I had.
You have exported it as a OGG.
Where did I export it to? It doesn't seem to be.
It's right here.
I didn't see
Isn't
it.
that folder?
Yeah, it was.
It was. Okay. Let me just see my.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, it's right there. I'm like looking right at it. Fantastic. Okay. All right, and event sheet 1. This is probably an on-started layout, right? Do we have an on-started layout? Nope. We can do that.
Don't we want to put it on like the start screen, or no? Never mind. We do want to do it on the.
We definitely want it to do it on.
Let's generate a new menu music.
Yeah, we could have menu music as well. There we go.
Yeah, let's have this be like the actual dance tune.
Yeah. Okay. So on start of layout.
Did we add the audio component?
We didn't, but that's true. But we can still do on start of layout from here, and then just go back to the event, the layout.
Yeah.
So we have to, as I tell my students, we have to tell it that audio exists.
Right.
Yep. And that way, it knows how to play audio. Play. Next, do you want looping?
Yes. No.
Yes, no. Well, let's see what it does if we do. Let's try out looping. Let's just try it out. All right, so it starts.
We don't have an end screen, so we might as well have it loop for now.
Yeah. Layout. Okay, here we go. Wait, why isn't it playing? Okay.
Yeah, no, music takes a while
That works so well. They do really super neat things.
Oh goodness, we need like awesome sound effects to go with this.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a lot of fun here.
Yeah, it actually looks fun. But we did find out that just dragging the crayfish all over the plate was fun.
What is the cucumber doing right now? She's dancing?
It's just dancing. That's our opponent. At least that's how I've been kind of thinking of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so have the sea cucumber kind of do that weird pathfinding thing that follows wherever the position is.
What? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm having trouble hearing you over the awesome music.
No,
we've
I was
got.
thinking to myself, what if we made it such that your little opponent kind of chases the position all over the screen and steals it?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that way you kind of.
Right, like you're actually incentivized to chase after it as quickly as possible. As well as the fact that it informs you, oh, this is something we're supposed to do.
You want to be there. Yeah, okay, cool.
And like, It also cheats. It doesn't bother to check what the orientation is.
Just gets in your way.
Right. Oh, that'll be adorable.
Fantastic, yeah. So we probably okay. So what behaviors? I just want to take a look at what we're doing with the current. What's the cucumber doing?
Yeah, we just need to make it so that the sea cucumber chases after the.
I'm just looking at what it's doing right now. The sea cucumber is doing right. Because I don't remember what we told it to, why it's dancing or how we got it.
Oh no,
to
the
dance.
dancing is just an animation.
Oh, that's right. It's just an animation. That's okay. Yeah, it's just looping through. Okay, so we just need to add it. Let's see. So how do we want to do this? Do we want bullet behavior and then have it just sort of point towards the object, or
Well, yeah, let's go to behaviors first and take a look at it. I think there is a pathfinding behavior.
Oh, pathfinding. Yeah. Okay. I've not actually used that, so it's cool. Find paths around obstacles.
Yeah,
okay.
Just to make sure, let's make sure that there's other options as well. Obstacles, solids. What happens when you click on obstacles, by the way?
Obstacles, we have solids, custom.
No, we're not going to go with custom. Diagonals enabled, initial state, rotate speed. See how it says rotate object? Let's make that a no.
Yeah, we want to keep the angle the same. That makes sense. Max speed, acceleration. I don't know. This might be a little on the fast side, but we'll see.
We'll see if it works. And we're not concerned about whether it collides or not. We're just concerned that it actually follows the position properly.
So, all right.
So on start of layout.
Oh. On start of layout, yeah.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Come on, see cucumber. And then there should be a pathfinding section.
Oh, okay. All right. Regenerate. Pathfinding, movement, move along path. Second.
Is there there should be a way to indicate the target.
Yeah, you would think so.
Are you sure pathfinding's what you want?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, usually what I do is kind of bullet behavior.
Yeah.
Pathfinding should do the job though.
Well, it does the same job, just more complicated. Because you have to generate the obstacle map, and then it has to.
Well, we don't have an obstacle map, so that's all fine. It
might not be the simplest way to handle this. So.
What does move along path do? If you don't mind me being curious for a minute here, and then I'll let you go with the.
Start moving up found path on the on path found trigger.
Yeah.
Find path. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Find path. Okay.
All right.
Start looking for a path to a destination, later triggering on path found or on failed find path.
Okay, yeah, and when you say next, ask forward.
Find a path. So we would do like position. Let's see what happens. Sure, let's experiment.
I'm pretty darn sure this won't run. You need to add one more condition right after this.
Okay. Yeah. What?
And then you'll have to add a new event.
All right. Add event.
Now go to your cucumber.
Cucumber. Now I get to mess with cucumber.
And then say on path found.
Okay.
On path found, there's an event.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. On path found. That's okay.
Then say cucumber move to path.
Okay.
It's real. I mean, I'm taking the easiest way out here, so.
Jamie's also saying this might be overkill for.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
Let's face it. This isn't a very complex game. It's not a complex game engine, so we can experiment. I don't mind trying new stuff. So move along path. Is that the one?
That's
Yeah.
the
Okay.
one.
Let's see what we've got. Is this?
I'm pretty sure this will work.
Well, let's see.
Now it will stop working once the position changes.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of. Yep. That's.
So now every time the position we generate a new position, then we need to let it know to find a path to that new location. It's just it.
Okay, so this would be So Okay, cool. So basically what we do is find path. Oh wait, on start of layout found.
Yeah, we just need to copy that line after.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, cancel. What's this? Cancel. How do I paste? Copy. Can't seem to. All right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Copy and paste is not working. Not for this anyway.
Find path,
Yeah, find path.
which is right above regenerate region.
Oh, find path, yes. Okay. And then position X. Position Y. Yeah, I think part of there is another aspect to this. Like bullet behavior tends to I mean, when I'm trying to set angle, that's how I usually get it. So this might be a little neater looking actually. So, okay, start dancing.
Ah, see, it works.
Yep, there we go.
It just has to think.
Man, I feel bad. Now I want to make this faster so I actually might have a chance. God.
You should, well, you can make it faster right now, but also it could be a thing of it just increases